Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Simon. We are back again with another one. This is the Football Connect, and we are going to be covering all the news and the transfer news that are hitting us on all over the internet. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, what you think about them, and exactly where you see them transfers actually going. So let's start with Jeremie Frimpong, because I think he has been the name that has been making so much noise, more noise than I even expected that it would. Remember, Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving Liverpool. Oh, before I start with the Frimpong story, I know I've already given you something. I'll get back to that. Let's talk about where Trent Alexander-Arnold is right now, because yesterday I saw a video. I think if you're on the Football Connect Facebook page, you would have seen it, of Liverpool players and the managers in Dubai. They are celebrating these guys. According to Dev Cop, they said that they went there to celebrate and say goodbye to Trent Alexander-Arnold as he's leaving Liverpool. The thing is this: today it's Wednesday, and I'm being told that they might come back from Dubai on Friday. And they're coming back on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, they have a game on Monday. My question is this: who's going to turn up? Because I saw them boys are actually drinking like crazy. So would they be really ready for the games? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm wondering, because they're having a good time. I get it. It's very important that players really take time to actually have their time and really enjoy. They're celebrating that they've won the league, as well on top of that, celebrating that a player is leaving the club. You thought I was going to say legend there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not hating that position. I'm still angry. But yes, they're celebrating Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving Liverpool, and they've gone there, the manager and the players, and it seems like it has become more than that, because the Saudi Arabian people, Liverpool fans, it seems like they prepared something to celebrate that they are Premier League champions. So a lot of clips, pictures, videos will be coming out, and you'll be seeing them. We've already seen Salah and Dominic Soboslai, Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, and some of the people in a yacht, Arne Slot being invited on a stage where it was written champions. It's just going crazy. They are just having a time of their life. So while they're doing that, Richard Hughes seems like he's been busy. He's working on building the team for next season. And one of the things that I've known, that I've heard that he's doing right now, is working on Jeremie Frimpong, because according to what I'm being told, Frimpong could be the replacement of Trent Alexander-Arnold. It means Liverpool are working to try and create a player, even though they can never get a player to Trent Alexander-Arnold's position. They need a player who can try by all means also help in creating something, but not only in creating, because Connor Bradley, she has shown over the 2 years that he can also work as a creator as well. He can also create something and help the team going forward. But also one thing that is really important that people are not paying attention, and I've been seeing it, in glimpses and glimpses, is, and listen to this, is Connor Bradley gets injured a lot, and we've seen him down so many times. And I think it's just because of that they are worried that maybe he will need a backup as he comes, and they feel like Jeremie Frimpong could be the guy. This guy has been calling for Liverpool to come and get him since 2014 or 2020, 2024 to 2023. In this 2025, somehow whatever his prayers has been answered thanks to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Let's see what happens. That's how far I've known right now of the progression of what's happening. I don't know where it is, but I'll keep you updated over everything that is happening over the transfer. So make sure that you keep an eye on it, and let's see what happens. The other one that has been playing around, and I think we need to also talk about it, is, and I'm gonna try to make it make sense, is Manchester City. They've been working on some different deals, and one of the deals that has been making so much noise right now is, let me get into that as I got that. So, like I'm saying, Manchester City are working on to get an agreement with Florian Wirtz, and this is an interesting part. I want to explain this. Florian Wirtz is a player who's needed by two teams, Bayern Munich and Manchester City. So what's happening is this. It seems like Florian Wirtz as a player wants to go to Bayern. Hence, we have heard rumors that he has agreed to the deal that Bayern had given him. But also Bayern Leverkusen doesn't want Florian Wirtz to be sold to Bayern Munich. They want him out because of how good he is, and they're tired of just giving their best players to Bayern Munich. So what's happening is this. Bayern Leverkusen have had reached an agreement with the Manchester City for the player Florian Wirtz. Now the question is now in his court, which team is he going to decide? Or is Bayern Leverkusen going to be the one that gives in and accept whatever that Bayern Munich is offering? Or maybe Bayern Munich will step up and add more into what they are offering for Florian Wirtz. It's going to be an interesting transfer window, this one. Keep an eye on it and let's see what happened. There was also what I was told that Renga, I think that's his name, Renga, or of AC Milan, has also been contacted by Manchester City, according to David Onstein, and they are working by almost to get a deal done. And it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out because of how the time capsule is. Man City are trying to create a superstar of a midfield. Imagine Rodri, Renga, and Florian Wirtz. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. This can also agree to a personal, in terms of personal contracts. As Man City, they believe that Wirtz is the best replacement for Kevin De Bruyne. Pep Guardiola is trying to create a super team again, which he can challenge and go win the title again. You know what he is really working on. We know what he does. Okay? We'll see what happens as we keep an eye on that one. The other thing that is it, I know it's on transfer news, but breaking news, Ruben Amorim is set to pay for Manchester United staff to go to the Europa League final after being told by the club that they cannot be funded to go to Bilbao. So I feel like there's an embarrassment to the club which we call Manchester United. They cannot tell me that they cannot afford to get their own people, the staffs, the people who help to just go watch a team with all that they've done. The only thing that they can celebrate this year, they have to go to Bilbao and they say they can't. Now the manager is taking money out of his own pocket to get that. I think it's embarrassing. Is an embarrassing Ineos with their weight cutting costs that they've been doing. It doesn't really look okay, really, when you look at it in hindsight, because these things should have been sorted. There should be direction, and now it is being led to this. I'm really, really, really gonna be curious to see how the situation plays out, but I don't know, people. Let me know in the comment section. So the other news that has been going on as well, floating around, is Mikel Arteta will have at least £100 million to spend this summer, plus any funds from player sales. So according to Mikel Arteta, by the way, he's only confirmed, Arsenal are only going to be able to put on £100 million for any player that Arsenal signed this summer. If there's going to be any funds used, it's going to be out of player sales. So who's going to leave Arsenal? We've heard some rumors, but who exactly is going to leave? So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out. Because the Martin Zubimendi deal, we are hearing that is closely done. It's just going to be signing an agreement and stuff at the end of the season. And we know that they're working on Victor Gokores, and Victor Gokores' deal, I think it's about, I don't know how much, 60 or something. So the Victor Gokores deal might actually not be enough. They have to sell somebody. We've also heard that Kivio is somebody who is a subject of interest from Juventus. Are they going to make that deal so that they sponsor on the Gokores deal? And would that player wait for them? Because remember, Gokores is a player that is needed by so many people. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays out, and I'll keep you updated over what happens, but that's what I'm being told in terms of that decision. The other news, a player that has been making so much noise in terms of in the transfer arena, is Dean Huijsen. And what's happening with Dean Huijsen is interesting because now Real Madrid have decided to step up their interest. They're now interested in the player. I'm also hearing that Barcelona are also interested, but it has not really been proven by so many people. But this is what I heard from, what's his name? Jacob, Ben Jacobs, the reporter from England, and this is what he was saying. Huijsen wants to make a decision on his future this month. Real Madrid have decided to add a centre back, and Huijsen is one of the players in their list, their short list of defenders that they need to get. The other players on their short list, by the way, is Ibu Konate, William Saliba, and him Dean Huijsen, and they are still thinking of who exactly to go for. And Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea are all pushing. Are all pushing and prepared to pay Huijsen's release clause, which is about 50 million pounds, I think. All the three clubs wants a quick deal, and has done for quite some time, knowing if Real Madrid bid for Huijsen will be keen to go there. So each Premier League club is working to sell the three. So each Premier League club sells working on a deal, but the three also have Joro Hato on their other Hato as well in their short list as one of the players that are interested if Real Madrid bid them for Huijsen's signature. So, so many. This is just the news that came from England. If you are following Marca and other deals, it will be going crazy because we have heard so much about what's happening right now. So we'll keep you updated on that. I told you about Arsenal and Victor Gokores. What I've also been told is that he is interested to have at least more than 200k a week. And I think that's something that Arsenal can afford, but that means he'll be one of the most top earners at the Emirates. We have to keep an eye on that one. But so many things are happening, people. The transfer window is here. The Premier League season is practically over. Only things we are waiting for is the FA Cup final, the Champions League final, the Europa League final, and the Europa Conference League finals. Those are the things that we are waiting on before we go to the Club World Cup, which will be played, the FIFA Club World Cup, which will be played, and then with some few teams will be there. But that's all that we have right now. The summer is around us. Transfers will be happening. Like the video, subscribe to Connect. Let me know where you're watching us from, and we'll keep you updated over all the transfer window. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you enjoy this. We'll keep doing this over the summer. And please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the Connect. The best way you support us here at TFC. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.